Good morning, everybody. So, I've been wanting to post this video for over a week now. Um, so basically, this is a video just to say, please, for anybody who is watching, do not throw away your poinsettia. So what I'm basically going to try and do, this is my poinsettia that I bought, it was roughly the beginning of December, like the 1st or 2nd of December, I think I bought it. I wasn't going to have one. I've never really had one indoors. I've looked after them before. For years, I used to work in a garden centre, quite a while ago now, and I used to look after the house plants, and we used to get loads of these in, as all supermarkets and garden centres do, and shops at that time of year, round about December, and we just used to get inundated with them. We used to get trolleys full. And they used to just take up so much time because, I mean, this was in Scotland. I used to work in the garden centre, so it was freezing at that time of year. And obviously these are tropical plants. If they get cold, as a lot of you will know, if they get cold, if they get a draft, it really doesn't do them any good. And so the van used to pull up, the lorry used to pull up and, wheel all the trolleys into the garden centre. They didn't have a lot of protection on them, and it really didn't give them a very good head start. And to be quite honest, I used to end up writing a lot of them off as waste because they were just not able to sell them because they were so unhealthy. So they were just a complete headache. I couldn't look after any of the other plants for worrying about the poinsettias. And so they've never really been my favourite plant. I've never had them myself. I've never owned one. But this year I saw them and I thought, you know what? I'm going to get one. I'm just going to get one and see how it goes. I thought it was going to be a hassle. I thought it was going to be a headache to look after. And it's given me nothing but joy. It's been absolutely fine. I've had it in a perfect spot. I'm going to show you, but I apologise about the glare. It's so sunny here. It's very snowy, as you can see outside, but it's so bright. So this is my very bright window that you can see the lemon tree there. You can see how she's doing pretty well. There we go. I did snip off the top after I repotted her, just to maybe kind of encourage some growth. And she seems to be doing fine. She seems to like her new pot. So anyway, this is the window where I've kept the poinsettia, and it's obviously really liked it. It's a very bright spot, so it gets that lots of light that it likes. And I've watered it when it's gotten very dry. When it's kind of felt dry at the top, not when it's got bone dry. They don't like being bone dry, but they don't. And so it's just been very happy there, and I really haven't had to do much with it at all. I've had a great experience. So I thought, do you know what? I'm going to do a bit of research and I'm going to try and keep this. I don't want to lose it. I don't want to throw it away. There's probably a lot of people do this time of year. I want to keep her and I want to try and get her to bloom next year. How can I do that? So I've done a lot of research, and it actually isn't too difficult. There's quite a few steps you have to follow, but they're not difficult. And if you follow them, she should be able to bloom again next year. She'll go a bit dormant once these leaves drop. These leaf bracts at the top, the ones that make her so beautiful, the red ones, because this isn't actually a flower. These are leaf bracts, they're called. Flowers are in the middle, are these little tiny little sort of almost look like pomegranate seeds. They're the actual flowers in the middle. So once these finally drop off, she'll go into a period of rest, really lower the watering, and then basically you cut it back, repot it, give it some fresh soil, and then in the summer you start to feed it. You can put it outside as long as it's within the right temperature. I'm in the north of England, so I'm going to be very careful, probably kind of maybe July, August, then bring it back in. As soon as the temperature starts to drop in summer, bring it back in. And then you have to keep it dark. It needs a certain amount of darkness, 12 to 14 hours of darkness. So you have to make sure you either put it in a completely dark cupboard and keep it there overnight for 12 to 14 hours, bring it back, because then it needs a good period of daylight. I think it's about 6 hours. And that's what you have to do for about 8 weeks, I think it is. But I'll be doing all this step by step. I'm going to do this and I'm going to post regular videos so you can see what I'm doing. And I just want to put it out there and say, if anybody wants to do that, then yeah, you do it with me. Please comment and let me know how your poinsettia's doing. I'd love for you to go on the journey with me. And I'm really looking forward to having a, well, maybe even a bit bigger plant next year, with lots of flowers on. So that's the aim. So I'm quite excited about this, I have to say. So yeah, please feel free to comment and let me know what your poinsettia looks like. And yeah, let's do it. So if you like my video, please subscribe. If you want to keep up to date with all my plants and videos, please subscribe, and I'll be posting about it again in a couple of months. All right. I hope everyone's having a good plant day. Take care. Bye.